Hey guys, Spartu here, and I really apologize if this is just kind of totally unscripted, but basically I just wanted to kind of talk about some things and what I've been up to and stuff like that. So I would first like to mention my projects that I've been doing. Me and Atlaszilla. Definitely go subscribe to Atlaszilla, by the way. Really cool guy. Does a lot of really cool mixing and music stuff, so definitely go check him out. But me and him have been working on this massive project, and it's basically this kind of Godzilla fan project film kind of thing. I doubt it's going to be at the level of what Wrath of the Hybrid was, but I'll definitely see if I can get some like big or really good animators. I mean, I do animate myself with Source Filmmaker, but I'm not like an experienced animator. I'm kind of more of a beginner in terms of animating, but that's kind of what that's all about, and it's just going to be, just over the top, just nuts, just kind of cartoony a little bit, and also a lot of gore, so people who are sensitive to gore probably shouldn't watch it. But anyways, but yeah, it's basically going to be that Godzilla is going to be this evil, like, controlled by the aliens. It's like, what if the aliens actually had won, had won with Godzilla, but that's just kind of my idea for it. But there is going to be a monster to fight for Godzilla, or in this case, the evil Godzilla, which I like to call him. But yeah, Atlaszilla has already made some really cool audio samples for the theme and some of the roars. So definitely go check those out as well, if you want to find out, or if you want to hear those. Also, I am planning on making some other fan-made projects with Source Filmmaker, in terms of what I'm interested in. And another thing I would like to note is that this channel isn't just a Godzilla channel, and you guys have seen that multiple times, that, this isn't a Godzilla channel. This is a channel about my interests and hobbies, and that's pretty much what it's about. And so, but yeah, that's that. I'm kind of running out of words already. Jeez. But next, we've got some of the video games that I've wanted to make. There are a couple of racing games I wanted to make. You guys know I love racing games. It's one of the things that I do on this channel quite a bit, is play or live stream games like Gran Turismo Sport, which is the newest Gran Turismo game. I also can't wait for the new Grid that's going to be coming out. I'm a massive fan of the Grid series. I love a lot of Codemasters works, like the Grid and the Dirt series. But yeah, the original game is actually my favorite video game, or my favorite racing game of all time. And it's known as Race Driver Grid here in other parts of the world, but in North America it's just known as Grid. So But yeah, really awesome racing game. It's kind of one of those sim-cade games where it's got like it kind of has a sim premise, but the physics are very arcadey. So, but yeah, definitely can't wait for the reboot coming out. And but yeah, the racing games that I'm making, they're going to be one's going to be kind of this fun, goofy racing game that kind of a lot of the Need for Speed games were like back in the days, like Need for Speed 2 and 3. They had these very creative track designs, and that's definitely something that I want to implement into this one, which is it's going to be called No Limits Racing from the title so far, and I doubt I'm going to be able to get any licensed cars in it. I wish I would, but to be completely honest, licensed cars is very hard. They're very hard to get in video games for someone who doesn't have a lot of money. So, because manufacturers are very, very expensive when it comes to video games. So, usually it's like thousands and thousands of dollars for one manufacturer. So I'll probably have to do something to where I'm going to have to try and figure out how to work around that. See if I can make them look like the real cars, but just remove like the badges and the names and stuff. I could try that and see if that would work, but because a lot of people have done that and kind of have snuck by manufacturers before. I've seen it done with Gran Turismo, where they put a Porsche or Lamborghini in Gran Turismo 3 when they didn't have the Lamborghini license. So, but yeah, I think also Rockstar is mostly known for doing that as well, with GTA and the earlier Midnight Club games like Midnight Club Street Racing and Midnight Club 2. So, but yeah, another racing game I would like to create is kind of a dedication to the world of endurance racing. Now, endurance racing is something where basically, kind of running out of space here on the video. Hold on just a second. Alright guys, sorry about that. Had to change the image there for a second because this is being recorded with what is it again? Windows Movie Maker. That's right. As you can see, I went from a photo of GMK Godzilla to this beautiful, this is one of my favorite concept cars of all time, and that's the 95 Ford GT90. Amazing looking concept car. It's kind of like a Batmobile, kind of like a modern Batmobile sort of thing, but yeah. So back to what I was saying, if I could remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, the other game that I'm wanting to make is kind of dedicated to endurance racing, and that I am going to need the licenses for, so that won't be until like way later on down the line, probably like years, like we're talking like a dozen plus years from now. So this is kind of like my ultimate game plan, is to create this game dedicated to the world of endurance racing. And endurance racing is basically focused on these different categories of cars in a race. So there's all these different cars racing at the same time, but they're sorted into different categories. So that's kind of how endurance racing works. And it's always been one of my favorite motorsports. I'm not really a big NASCAR fan, mainly because NASCAR to me just seems all it is really is just crashing and bumping into each other, which doesn't really make any sense because cars like that are really, really expensive and to produce and to manage. So, but that's why I enjoy other motorsports like, say, Formula One or endurance racing or sports car racing, which are endurance racing and sports car racing are kind of the same thing, but yeah. And my couple other of my video games that I have planned are a kaiju game, an open world kaiju game called Destructo Monster. That's the name that I've given it so far, and it's going to be kind of like this decent-sized open world. I'm going to try and make it big enough, but have you like noticed that there hasn't been an open world kaiju game? As far as I know, anyways, there hasn't been one. There's been a couple instances where we've gotten close to an open world kaiju game, but I don't think there's actually been one. And I think that would just be the coolest thing ever, you know? But yeah, that would just be really cool. Anyways, that's kind of my game plan for that, and my final project, or my final game project, would be a Godzilla game. Like, using the open world thing from the Destructo Monster game and putting it into this Godzilla game and featuring, like, all of the Godzilla kaiju along with others like Gamera and Ultraman and all that. And basically go around the world destroying stuff. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, that's kind of the Godzilla game and the endurance racing game. Those are kind of my two big projects, like for the long haul. Like way later will I actually be able to fully start those if I have the money to, and the funds and stuff like that. So, but yeah. But yeah, that's kind of my project plans as of now. Now, the reason why I haven't really been making that many videos lately is mainly because I just sometimes don't know what to do. You know, I sometimes just can't think of, you know, what should I do or what, because I can't really live stream that much when it comes to like PlayStation 3 or 2 or 1, because my computer sucks ass, for one, so it can't render a lot of stuff usually, and I think it's mainly due to the fact that it has a very poor processor. So hopefully one of these days I'll get a really good desktop computer, because I'm doing this on my standard laptop, so which is ass. So, but yeah, that's really all I can think of at the moment, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, unless I can think of anything else to say before I go, I will see you guys later. Bye.